Well, it's piping hot today. It's piping. It's very, very, very warm. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the Morning. This is the special almost afternoon edition. Thank you for joining me. Although it might be afternoon in many places, it is morning for me. And I'm sure it's morning for many of you. Probably, especially on the West Coast. Oh, yeah, West Coast. I'm in the Mid Coast in Chicago and drinking coffee. And it's still morning. I still got about 4 more minutes until it turns afternoon. So I made it under the deadline. So how you guys doing today? How's that, Bobby? What up, Bobby? Bobby's chiming in. He's a good man. I met Bobby years ago. He's a convention guy. I met him at he was selling toys, I think. Toys, statues, comics, and things. And I didn't know who he was, just a guy I made fun of when I drew him. And one day he told me, after a few years of knowing him, he told me, hey, I'm handling Stan Lee. I'm one of his handlers. Does he want to meet him? I said, yes. So later on, I got to meet him. Well, I'm going to tell you. Corey Barber's here. Robert Denton is here, my cousin. Corey Barber, oh yeah, man. That, real good, sir. You're a real good man, Corey Barber. Robbie, you're awesome too. So, we went to this Harvey Award. We got nominated for a Harvey Award. I don't know if it was for Tiny Titans or for Superman Family, but I saw Bobby out there and saying, hey, you want to meet Stan Lee? And I said, yes. And he said, wait right here. And wait right here for about a half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, and you get 5 minutes alone with the guy. And I said, okay. It was me and Franco. And so we waited. Sure enough, 20 minutes went by, and Stan the man, we got to meet him. He turned around and said, hey. It was pretty cool. We got to meet Stan, thanks to Bobby. So that was cool. I got pictures there on Facebook, and it was pretty cool. So that's what Bobby is. Bobby's awesome. Bobby is the reason he brought together two legends, me and Stan and Franco. So 3 legends, I guess, if you want to call Franco a legend. But you have to be old to be a legend, or can you just be a legend? You can't start out as a legend. I have to cough. Ooh, in the morning cough. I'm not sick, I don't think. I cough every day. Thanks, Robbie. Robbie told me I'm looking good. I try, man. I dress up for you guys. You could see stuff on the bottom of these easels, which is kind of, you can see stuff here and here, which is it's weird. I should sit more like this. But I'm in my chair. I'm all chilling. I'm chilling in my chair. And I got paintings behind me. Those paintings I painted on Saturday. Just this last Saturday, I had a live painting stream. And I finished up Batman and Bat Life in the City. These are 2 buildings. And now that I look at it, it looks weird because it looks like a woman dancing to me now. Like you could see her curves here. It looks like a woman. And this looks like her hair or her arms. See? It's like a double image to me a little bit. Now it looks like a woman dancing. So maybe that was my intention. This one over here is going to be Beta Ray Bill. You can see his face on here. And here's those 2 round things he has, his wings and his hammers over there. It's like the horse face Thor, alien Thor. So it's going to be him. And the paint's all dry now. The paint's dry now so I can paint on him. And I'm going to do some more paintings on Thursday. I'm going to do some more paintings on that day, Saturday. I'm going to do some paintings on Saturday. It'll be real fun. And yeah, Bobby's awesome. Stanley was cool too, man. He says, why am I meeting you? I said, I've been drawing comics all my life. and I've been drawing comics all my life. You're an inspiration. That's always good to hear. Yeah. Ooh, there's my editor in chief, Jim Salicrup, asking, "How's Gilbert?" Gilbert is good, man. I've been doing live streams. I've been drawing pages, and I've been coloring pages. Last night I colored pages on a live stream, and I just talked to Jeff. I'm sending him some colors, finished colors today, a whole bunch of pages. So it'll be real cool, man. And I'm working on number 4. I drew a whole bunch of stories in last week. It was a nice day. I went outside on the deck, drew a whole bunch of pages in the sketchbook, wrote them all out. It was real cool. So Gilbert's in my heart, and you will see him soon. That's true. Vinks, my man, hugs on you. Thanks, dude. Yeah, man, you're an amazing musician. I love your songs. I love your music. I watch your live streams. Vinks has a live stream called 2 Drink Minimum. Comes on every afternoon. It'll probably come on soon after this. I think it's at 9 or 10 o'clock his time. He's in France. But by the time you pick a live stream, it's hard to pick a live stream time to show everybody, to play for everybody. So Vinks is cool, man. He's so groovy and cool and hip. Yeah, Scott Casper, the boss is checking up on me. It is, right? Should I turn off the stream and go? Oh, but no, he's all right. I mean, I'm getting stuff done. I got a lot to do. I got lots to do, and I need more time. The world has slowed down, but um, I need more time. I need a swig for the working man here. I wore coffee colored flavors for you guys too. Coffee colors for you guys. Good afternoon, Johnny Logan. Almost bedtime for me. First night of third shift. Yeah, man, that's a rough shift. That third shift's a rough shift, and it's a rough shift to get out of once you're in it. It's very comfortable to be in it, but you start missing people after a while. Jim Salicrup, Stanley would say, "That's great." Yeah, he did. He asked me who I worked for. Who do you work for? And I said, I draw things for DC Comics. And he says, "I don't need to talk to you." And he turned his back. I'm like, what? And then Franco said, "Well, if it helps, we buy all of our Marvel comics." And he turned around. I knew I liked you guys. That's what he said. And then he said a whole bunch of stuff. He talked to us for the full 5 minutes, and it was awesome. I think we were there longer than 5. We were gushing over the guy. And he told me that my work was very important and that I should do it, and I need to make the comics for the kids so I could bring them in and we could have new fans and that whole thing. And it was really cool. Yeah, it's been cool. Meeting him was cool. It was one of the highlights of my life, my career. Well, my career, famous cartoonist life. You know, the other stuff like kids being born is always better, and the wedding day. Those are the go-to things, right? But it's true. That stuff's good stuff. That's stuff that stays in your memory and you remember it like it just happened. And Scotty says, Scott Casper, I hear you. I've been taking on more projects because of this free time. Yeah, free time, more projects. Right. Everyone's doing something. At the end of all this, it's going to be things are going to exist. There's still going to be comics. There's still going to be movies. There's still going to be stores, anything that's closed right now. But everything's going to be different. You're going to be able to get things differently, I think. People are going to have different jobs. At the end of this, everyone's going to be doing something else. I really do. I'm going to be doing this, same thing, but I don't know how you're going to get my stuff. Hopefully everything remains the same. I'm a little worried about that. And there's too many rumors out there that support what I'm thinking, but I'll say that when it comes out. I want to keep it positive. Keep doing your thing. Coffee's still real hot. Oh, so good. Oh my God, this is good. All right. Should I share my screen of a Gilbert to show? I think Jimmy's okay now. I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff, Jimmy. You're going to see it. David Silly. Good morning, Art. Good morning, David. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Wow, 13 people. I think I think my highest people that I've ever looked at that was 19. So that was, well, let's break the record today. We're at 14. All right, tell your friends, tell your family. Well, sometimes each camera has like several people. My cousin Treese told me she puts me on her phone or iPad in the middle of the kitchen table and does her stuff and just listens to me talk. Is dad Kevin Bisbee says, is dad a jazz musician? It could be, or a poet. Look, it goes good with the coffee. I need a long cigarette with those cigarette holders, but I don't smoke. How about if I do this? Like that. See, look at that. That'd be good for my thumbnail. Maybe a little goatee. Should I grow it back? I'm getting a little fuzzy today. I didn't shave. It's a little scratchy. Should I get the chin hair back? It adds character. It's easier to shave. It's easier to shave and get on with the day, but I could always do that. Oh man, it's that good. It gets, like I said, coffee's perfect in the perfect time of day when you need it. It works the best. It's the best thing. I'm trying to wear a different hat every day for these streams too, and I'm trying to show you my collection. I think we're at number 7 today, live talking. I think I did 14 or 15 live drawing shows, and I have a show on that I put up videos on YouTube called Famous Cartoonist Says Things, but this is Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the morning. But the ones that says things, there's only a few short videos. I have several in my devices. In here I have one. In my iPad I have several devices or videos that I've started that I have to complete, but they take a little while. I don't have time to do that as much. That takes longer than what it takes to talk here. And I like talking to you guys. I get interaction. Robbie says, my little guy is just starting to get into comic book characters. Cool, man. As soon as all this is over, I'm going to bring him to the store in Skokie and spoil him. Yeah, man, do it. Let me know when you want to go there, and maybe I'll meet you. And I'm better on a weekend, Saturday. But that would be cool. Send me a message or whatever, or early. It's hard to do it that day. Hey, I'm going right now. You know, that's hard to do. But if you tell me like in a few days that you're going to be there, maybe I could meet you there. We can hang out, maybe get pizza or something. That would be cool. Or donuts or coffee. There's a coffee shop right next door. That would be cool. They got coffee, and there's a place down the street that has cakes and cupcakes. Your kid will love that. And I think the next door coffee shop might have some pastries and things too. I think they make their own cookies. That'll be cool. We'll find time, man. We'll hang out. Yeah, man, let's go for the record. We're back down to 10. I think we had about 15 viewers I saw. But that's okay. Sometimes it's the ones who are watching live, but then when after I do a live show, I look at the total views, and people check in, check out, and they look at me and say, okay, he's talking again, I get it, or they don't like something, or they're just curious, but that's okay. The pizza place in Skokie is good. Yeah, man, the Village Inn Pizza, I love that place, and I know they're suffering too. So if you're in Skokie, call them up and do curbside pickup. They'll do that. Yeah, man, lunch on me. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll plan it out. Let's do it. We just got to get it back to normal, man. My kids are going nuts. My older son had to just say, I'm going out. I'm like, where are you going? He goes, I don't know. But he got in his car and drove around a little bit. He was going nuts. And my son today said he needs to go outside. They go to the park and sit. I told him, just be careful. Don't crowd around. Don't make a big fuss. Just go there and chill and try to not to cause crowds. People get all upset and cops will come and give you a ticket. I don't know if they do that. You just want to chill. And I go out in my backyard and I'm cool with that. Or I get the mail, and that's my exposure to the outside. I go out on the deck, I sit there. If it's warm enough, I'll sit there a long time and do some things. Oh, it's almost the perfect temperature. It's where I could drink it and like take a good swig. Oh yeah, man. What you guys want to know? What else you got? You guys like the hats? I got a ton of them. I got about 50 hats. I think it was 52 or 63 or something. A lot of them are ball caps. So I don't always wear the ball caps because then I look like I'm chilling. I want to look professional. And I said yesterday on the live show that my shows look like late night shows now. Like Ellen's show looks like this, and Jimmy Fallon's show looks like this, and Andy Cohen when he's interviewing those housewives, they all look like this. And the housewives, their cameras are like well, it looks like when I talk to my friends, everybody's in the squares, the stream yards, whatever they're called, or Zooms. So I'm going to try to make my show the best. And now finally my production level is at the level of television. Well, except for the bottom. They're going to say, well, the bottom is exposed. You got to cover it, but you can see those are on easels. And every time I paint on Saturday, I'm going to display my latest paintings up here. And they're all for sale. Last week I sold the Joker. The Joker sold because of one of these streams. So I'm really happy with that. Michael Gerard said, good for when you get a haircut. Yeah, that's what hats are about. When you can't get a haircut. I do the sides. I got a beard trimmer. I could adjust it. Do like that. I do the sides down because so my ears don't get, so the hair don't goes in on the ears. My friend Jimmy the Muscle calls it bat wings. He doesn't like he doesn't like to get bat wings above his sides of his head. So he's very colorful in his explanations. He says a lot of things. He says many things that I cannot repeat here because they were for my ears only. But Jimmy the Muscle's pretty cool. Jerry, there he is. Some intro theme music for the show. Yeah, I have some. I actually have some intro music. I'm gonna play some for you. I have some. I have some intro music. There it is. I played this theme music when I'm doing my live stream drawings. It's my son's music. It's music by Gordon Baltazar on SoundCloud. This song is called Neptune. So I play all his music when I do my live streams, and it's really cool. Because he's not going to sue me. I can't get a copyright strike. Because technically, well, I don't own it, but he's my guy. He's not going to sue me, and he's happy. There you go. So I had it queued up. Kevin Bixby says he gets a haircut every day. I'm going to trust you on that because I know how you look. Your head looks like Michael Jordan's. The later years. Gordy Superstition. Yeah, man. Gordy's got some good songs. I'm going to lower it a little bit. But it's cool. When I draw at night, I do the live streams to his music. And it's cool for when the times where I stop talking. You know? So it's pretty cool when the times I stop talking is when the Gordy's music. Whoa, I had a coffee burp. It was the time where the time I stop talking is the time Gordy's music takes over. But now it's too quiet. I want it back on. There it is. I put it back on for you. But Gordy's awesome. Yeah, Gordy's stuff is really good. He's working on another album that he says that's going to be better than the first one. And this song, Neptune, is on the second album. And this song, LA Flame, is on the second album. And he said it's more bassy, it's darker, and it's feels more meaningful behind the tunes and the names. So I can't wait. We're going to debut it on my live stream, my live show. I want to get rid of that word stream. I'm just going to call it show. We're going to play it on my live show. either here or at nighttime when I draw, or maybe I could just do a show that's just for him. That'd be cool too. Have him on here, be a guest with me. I could ask him questions. It could fit 2 people. You know, I could fit one here. I could move over a little bit. Let's see. I can move over a little bit and have him sit here. That'd be good, right? I could get some guests on my show. I could interview my family. Maybe the mailman when he comes by. He could sit with me too. Or maybe the UPS driver. Invite him in to sit with me. I'll go to Harold's and get the manager, have her come over here and talk to you. Yeah, man, late night tonight with Art Baltazar. Right on. Famous cartoonist. This is the song I really like. I like this song because this song I've been using for the opening of my live streams for a while. So this always reminds me of the beginning of the live stream. It's got a slow, it feels like ground growing, like plants are growing in that camera, you know, where they speed up the film. And then here it goes. That's cool. Willie Lumpkin. Andrew Clark says Willie Lumpkin. Willie Lumpkin. Oh yeah, he was. I was thinking Dunkin' Donuts. I was thinking the Munchkins. I'm sorry. Willie Lumpkin was the mailman for the Fantastic Four. Yeah, we could get him in here, and we could I could get him in here, and we can interview that guy. That'd be cool. That'd be real fun. But you never know. Maybe I could. Would you guys like to see guest stars sitting with me? I would only do half the talking probably. I got to get a talkative person. Or they could sit there and not talk. I don't know. I also might have some other guest coffee mugs come in here. Because right now the star of the show is this giant mug. So I have several mugs that I like. Like, I got a Superman mug and a Brookfield Zoo mug or Lincoln Park Zoo mug. Andrew Clark says yes to the special guest. Did Stan play him in the movie? That's right. Michael Gerard asks, yeah. Stan Lee played Willie Lumpkin in the movie, in the first Fantastic Four movie. I like those movies. People give Fantastic Four movies a hard time, but I enjoyed them a lot. Especially, I enjoyed the new one, the Fantastic Four Stick movie. I really liked that movie. I saw it like 3 times. Thought it was really cool, but I don't know why people hate it so much. It was really fun. If that movie came out in the late 80s, I think Fantastic Four would still be teenagers in the book. I don't know. The painting over my left shoulder looks like it would be some sort of portal. Oh, it does. The way I paint like, I like to go light to dark, so I swirl it around. And there's Johnny on YokoChips.com. Here he is. So, yeah, I paint in the middle. I like to paint something light, and then I swirl it around, and then it does look like a portal. It's kind of cool. It invites you in a little bit. Johnny, you like this music? This is Gordy's music. Gordon Baltazar. Gordon Baltazar, MD. What if you were a DJ and a doctor? DJ Gordon Baltazar, MD. You'd have initials at the ends of your names like these things. I don't know about you guys, but hearing this music makes me want to draw stuff. I know a lot of you follow me at night and draw with me, and we play this the whole time. Somebody who watches the streams told me that they have to play this music now when they draw. It's really cool. And Gordy's got some cool beats on here. There's some cool songs. This song's called Oriole, like the bird. And he told me he likes to choose the names of his songs that make people think, why did he name that song that? That's what he says. This one almost sounds like the bird flying. true. Another swig for the working man. That's why you need Gordy CD, man. I know, right? Right now they're on SoundCloud. You go to SoundCloud.com and search Gordon Baltazar, and you'll find them, and you can listen for free. But the thing about it is, you can't download them or copy them. You can't do that. I'll put the link in there. I'll put the link in there in the video. But you can't copy them, so they're copy protected to protect the musician, the owner, the artist. So they protect. But you can just play it. That's what I did. I just went on there and started playing them. There's a lot of cool music on there. It's a little bit like YouTube, where people upload their own music and their own songs. And most people are just people like you and me who just want the world to hear our art and our craft and our music. So it's cool. Andrew wants how about a Frazetta-inspired Conan painting? Maybe. I have to, if I paint Frazetta, it's going to look like I painted it, but that might be cool. I know his paintings always had a guy with an axe and then a girl holding his leg. Those are the two key elements. Maybe a dragon or something in the background. But nobody wears clothes. Michael Gerard, I find it easier to be productive when the music doesn't have lyrics. Right, man. When you paint or draw or write or whatever with music that don't have lyrics, it doesn't make you think about anything. Like sometimes you hear, like I'll put an iTunes on and I'll hear an old song that reminds me of something. Then I'll have to take a break and it makes you cry and have feelings. So I don't like that. It's like when I get into new bands, there's no memory with the new bands. It's kind of cool. Well, people are writing to me. Johnny's writing. And so the cool part about it is like something with no lyrics is yeah, you could just zone out. You could get in that zone. And that's what I'm going to do today after I do this. And it's a cool song. You guys like me talking with music behind me better than without the music? It seems like lively, especially with the coffee. Totally. Johnny's awesome. Bixby saying, is this why the Star Wars poster looks like it does? They were copying Frazetta. That's exactly it. They wanted a fantasy poster that would attract people to a new sci-fi movie. Nobody knew anything about it. Nobody had any visuals. Nobody had any preconceived notions. Nobody had any theories. You just go in and watch it. It's an adventure film. And that's what it was. It was like, that's what Luke looks like, Conan, and Leia's not hugging his arm, but she's Laura, and she's exposing her leg, and she has the gun. And then you see the big Vader. The only thing that looks like the movie is Vader. Vader's face looks like him. So they had to have reference for him. But I think they went off, I think they saw what they look like, but they said, don't paint the actors. So, but that poster is one of the most iconic posters in the world history. Not just film history, but the world. The existence of us. That poster is more iconic than stuff. Than more. That poster, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, and Babe Ruth. Those posters, that's more iconic than anything that we're ever going to see in our lifetime. Because nobody paints movie posters no more. So that's it. Hildebrandt did it, and then Drew Struzan took over for the next 20 years. And then nobody paints posters. And it's all some intern assembling posters in Photoshop, which are awful. I can't wait to get back to the painted. Maybe Kevin Bixby could get into that. You could probably paint some cool movie posters. I think you should. That would be tremendous, and it would please me. Oh, yeah. You guys are awesome. My coffee's turning not Luke Skywalker warm just yet, but it's more like Tauntaun warm right now. It's more like Han Solo almost cutting him open for him. But I'm gonna drink another one. What's up, Stankus? Stankus says, "What's up, Artie?" Yeah, we got to do our show, man. I got a camera and all that. Remember, when you first asked me to do an interview with you, I didn't know how to do it. But I got this camera. My mom gave me this camera around Christmas time, and I plugged it in. It works. And now I'm streaming all the time. So we could do it. I know how to do it now. If you call me up, we could record. We could have a sweet conversation. I got this. That guy yells at me all the time. At least one time every time I hear this album. Yeah, man. Stankus, give me a call, man. We'll make some history. Mason Watson. Sweet mug. Thanks, brother. This is a Warner Brother clearance mug, but I waited for a long time to buy it until it went to $2. And it's as big as my head, see? And this is how I drink coffee. Most people said, I'll take 2 cups of coffee in the morning. So now all I need is 1. But it's like 3 of them. Kevin did a movie poster painting series in college. Yeah, me too. They asked us who we wanted to emulate, which artists, which master artist and which modern artist. And I picked Rembrandt because I love Rembrandt's sketches, and then I picked Drew Struzan. And the the teacher went, "Oh, those are nice choices." And then I picked an influential one was Van Gogh. You can probably see I got some Van Gogh influence, but I'm not copying him. This is just me. This is raw power. I'm just throwing it on there. This is what comes out of me when I do it. Dual mugging it. Michael Jordan. Yeah, man. I put it all in one mug. I don't mess around. Sounds good, man. We'll do it soon. Yeah, Stankus. I'm in no hurry, man. I'm doing my thing. Hopefully Meagle Meat continues. Meagle Meat is in June. I don't know if we're gonna have it. We didn't hear nothing yet. But San Diego got canceled, and that's July. It didn't even get postponed, just as see you 2021. I don't mind it so much because it gives you time to stay home and catch up on things. But yeah, man, I kind of miss having money in my pocket. I don't have any cash; it's gone. But I haven't done shows in a while, and that's what hurts. It hurts a little bit. So I sell stuff. I got some orders, and believe it or not, but some of these live streams like this is leading people to my site, and they're buying books and things, which is really cool. I got one package went out today. I got 2 more packages to send out. I got to package them up today. Probably send them out tomorrow. And my wife still goes to work. She's very essential, so she takes the things and goes to the post office on her runs because she does things too. She mails things for her job, so which is cool. So I'm staying busy. Joey Balzer, what's up, cuz? What's up, Joey? You're awesome, man. I can't wait to get back to the Sox games. Take a swing. I can't wait to get back to the White Sox games, man. I've been watching boxing, but it's all the old boxing I record. I see Tyson fights now, Muhammad Ali, and I think there was a Evander Holyfield fight. Buster Douglas knocking out Tyson. I just saw that. And last night I was watching that Bulls documentary. It was really cool. So there's still sports, like live sport. It's just not live. It's stuff that reminds. It's nostalgic sports now. And socks, yeah. I can't wait for it. Thanks for watching, Johnny. I saw your Rob Liefeld late last night. Rob Liefeld. It was really cool, man. You got that guy all jazzed up and pumped up. So Liefeld said a lot of cool things. Talked about a lot of other creators and his life and times of his companies. It was pretty cool. And anytime you have Liefeld on your show, he gives a good show, man. He loves you. And he respects you, and he really likes your show, and he really cuts loose for you, which is really cool. And I met him several times, but it was in a colleague level because we were at the same parties and things. It was always something with DC Comics. So I met him several times, and he's a real nice guy. I don't think he remembers me. He might recognize my face, but he may not know who I am. But that's okay, because I know who he is, and I'm a fan. I always like Rob Liefeld's stuff because he draws comics like I drew comics when I was in high school. He creates his own stuff. He does his own things, and they feel like the books that I made when I was a kid. If that's a compliment, that's fine. People say you can't do this, can't do that, but man, his pages are so dynamic and he fills up every corner, and I really admire his artwork. Heck, I mean, I bought all his books. I bought all of that. I bought all those Image books, and I read them. And I have almost. I have like I stopped around issue 30 or 40 of a lot of the books, and I dropped off of Wildcats because it wasn't X-Men, but I stuck with Savage Dragon, Spawn, and Youngblood. I like all those. Those are real cool, and I like the Max. Yeah, man. Oh, you're welcome, Johnny. You talked to Phil Lamar, John Stewart, Green Lantern coming on. Oh, cool. Coming on the Word Balloon next. That's cool, man. I like that guy, Phil Lamar. He's always at the Eisner Awards giving out awards. It's like it's Principal Suntress, yeah. my side chat here is cool because it reunites people. Last night I had or yesterday morning I had a family reunion. It was like 6 family members, and 2 days ago there was like 18 Baltazars on there. As long as you guys tune in to watch me. And I always say I'm only going to talk for 20 minutes. And my wife was watching yesterday, which was really cool. She watched 2 back to back. So I know an hour is my sweet spot, but I don't know if I'll go an hour today or not. My coffee's getting cool. Room temperature. Luke Skywalker temperature. Lukewarm. Luke Skywalker warm. Yeah, it's true. This is a cool song. Come on. Groove with me. If Vince is watching, he's probably digging this. He's probably preparing for his stream. I think he goes on at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Chicago time. I know my family members. And probably my wife's sisters and brothers are texting her saying, "Are you seeing what your husband's doing when you're not at work, when you're not home?" That's true. Quarantine makes you do strange things. It's a good song. This one's called Sammer. I thought it was Summer. Sammer Kingdom. Well, so you guys, I always wanted one of my. You always wanted your bath lukewarm so I could become a Jedi. It helps. It helps nourish, but it doesn't. It's not. You still got to do more stuff after, but it does help. I tried it. Believe me, I could levitate. There was one time. It's free. This is a true story. We were on a road trip, going to a convention or something. I'm with a group of friends. We all got out to the gas station to go get coffee and those hurting hot dogs and things like that. So we all went to the coffee area. We all grabbed a cup. And when I went to grab the cup, I'm not lying. I went to grab the cup like this, and the cup went right into my hand. It went right into my hand. And I grabbed it because of all of the suction, like the 3 guys that were before me, the cup, when I held my hand over it, it flew into my hand. And it was like, and I grabbed it and I looked at my friends. My other friend says, "You got the force, dude." That really happened. So I know I have it. And it's kind of like an ability that I don't know. I can't harness it yet. I don't know how to use it for good. I do it for other things, but it's like I used it to get the remote and stuff like that, or to pick up my shoes. So I don't know how to use it for the advantage for others. 2 sheds of sin is something. What's Johnny do? But I'm going to take another swig. Looks like my coffee's at the end of the run. So, oh, Andrew Clark wants to keep me on here. Let's see. What are your thoughts on these movies? Princess Bride, Willow, Labyrinth, Hook. Um, I enjoy all of them. I saw Princess Bride. People say it's one of the best movies of all time. I like it. It's good, but I can't do multiple watchings. I try to get into it. It's kind of like when people say, "You got to see Big Lebowski," and I watched it. I'm like, okay. I like Willow a lot. I used to watch it more than I do now. I haven't seen it since years. Labyrinth. That's with David Bowie, right? Um, I remember seeing that years ago. Hook. I don't like Hook. So I'm not a big fan of any of those movies. I only seen Willow because it was George Lucas, and I like Mad Mortigan. You are great, Mad Mortigan. I like, out of all those movies, I enjoy Willow the most. But I'm not a huge fan of those. Those are just movies to me. They didn't they didn't touch me in any way where it kept me. Princess Bride, I admire for Billy Crystal being in there and Andre the Giant, and they made a serious movie that was funny. It was a comedy, so I enjoy it, but I don't know. People say it's a classic, but it doesn't feel like a classic to me. So I don't want anyone to get mad at me. Dark Crystal, I don't think I've ever seen Dark Crystal. It was at the movie theaters when I was a kid. I don't know. It's like I grew up with Star Wars and Superman, so anything that wasn't that good didn't stick. E.T. stuck with me. I liked E.T. I liked Back to the Future. I loved I don't know what else. Last Starfighter was cool, but I haven't seen those. I haven't seen a lot of these other movies in a long, long time. It's just how it goes. Willow's on Disney Plus. That's right. My kids were watching it because Sonny is older, so he has a different memory. He's like a Power Ranger kid, so he's that age. So he has things that he watches that he remembers as a kid. So when he watches stuff, people seem to gather and check him out. But yeah, I enjoyed Willow. What was the sleep? Dark Crystal was a sleeper hit of the 80s. Yeah, that makes sense. Warwick Davis is awesome. Yeah, I like Warwick Davis. He was in the new Star Wars. He was in like more Star Wars movies than anybody. Well, besides Anthony Daniels. And I think Warwick Davis wasn't in the first original two. I think he was in all the movies after. I think so. I just saw a little documentary. Oh, it was on the. I got the Rise of Skywalker DVD, and we watched the bonuses, and he was talking about it. Him and his son, and his little boy is real cute too. And years ago, I met Willow. It was during the Phantom Menace, maybe right before Phantom Menace. It was I know what it was. When the special editions were in theater, they had the Men Behind the Mask tour. So I got to meet all the guys. But Willow was there. Warwick Davis was there with his wife and kid, and his kids were babies. They were in a stroller. I think he had two. I think he had a little guy in his lap, and then he had a baby in like a stroller. And it was cool. They were a beautiful family, real cute family. So I got to meet him. I just met him and just said hello. And I don't collect autographs too much, but I like meeting the people better. But he was cool. We didn't really talk. We just said hello. And then I met all the other. I met Greedo. There was like two Greedos. One was a lady. I can't remember. And then and I met a bunch of Jawas. I just don't remember a lot of it because I didn't go wait in line. I just saw the ones who were just chilling. I'd say hi. But I remember meeting Chewbacca for the first time. It was pretty cool. I stood in line. This was before I was doing conventions. I met, or maybe one of my first ones. But I didn't know what Peter Mayhew looked like. And I said, I want to meet him. That's Chewbacca? So I want to go meet him. So he just looked like a guy. He had short hair. He didn't have the long hair yet. And he's just sitting there, and I met him, and he had the strong English accent, or Scottish, whatever he was. And he's just talking to me regular. And I'm like, oh, this isn't real exciting. Like, I asked him, how was it being Chewy? And he made a lot of money, and he told me he opened up a lumber yard. He ran a lumber yard. He sold lumber. That's what he does because there was no movies. There was only 3 movies at the time. There was no Phantom Menace. So I'm like, okay, he was cool. Then I went to shake my hand, hold out my hand to get a handshake, and his arm came from under the table, and his huge hand came to shake my hand, and it moved like Chewbacca, and I freaked out. I went, "Oh my God, you're Chewbacca!" And he went up, "Yeah." And then he stood up. I'm like, "Ah!" And then that's when I freaked out because talking to the guy, it felt like I was talking to just a handsome Englishman. But when he stood up, man, and he moved his arms, he moved like Chewie, and that's when I freaked out. And I do have his autograph. He signed a little Chewbacca postcard for me, and that was real fun. I freaked out, and I got so excited after he stood up and shook my hand. And yeah, that's the Star Wars celebrity that freaked me out. Let's see what people are saying. The setup of Willow is like Fellowship to the Ring with a baby instead of the ring, and they don't throw the baby in a volcano. No, they don't. And that dragon at the end, I remember being a very, very, what do you call, special effecty. Who shot first when you met Greedo? Oh, there was only one version. There might have been a special edition. Yeah, that might have been out. I can't remember if it was around that time or right before. There was a Star Wars Men Behind the Mask tour, it was called. Men Behind the Mask. And it had all of them. I don't know if that was before the special editions or after. So I don't know. But I always remember Greedo shooting. Greedo didn't shoot at all. No, he didn't shoot at all in the original movie. Just Han Solo went, bam! He Indiana Jones them. You know, like Indiana Jones didn't wait for the other guy to shoot either. The guy with the sword, he just shot him. That's what makes him cool. And that's what Han Solo just shot. Greedo never shot. But he shoots 3-4 times now in all the movies. And he says something now. He says some weird stuff on Disney Plus. He says, nya nya. And then he says some weird stuff. I don't know what he's doing. He's talking about Little Rascals or something. It sounds like it sounds like the voice comes from like Froggy from Little Rascals. That's what I don't know what it is. That's true, man. Oh, Johnny Logan saying good night. Yeah, man, get some rest. You got a big day tomorrow. And now he McClunky. Oh, that's what he says, McClunky, right? McClunky. Yeah, it's weird. It would have been cool if he said Cully Culkin. Bam. I would have had him say Shuzbot, something like that. I don't know. McClunky. McClunky Clunky. Yeah. Another swig for the working man. Well, I got one more swing in here, folks. I'm going to do it. That may be the first time I've ever finished a full cup on the live stream. Usually I finish it and then finish the show, and then I chug the cup. But I'm gonna go draw now. I'm gonna go draw some pages. I gotta color pages. I gotta send stuff to Paper Cuts. I gotta send stuff to DC Comics. I'm gonna get right into this thing and draw probably until 5-6 o'clock. I'm gonna rock some music and just play it. And I got new headphones that are really tight, but they sound really good. So I'm gonna they hurt my head after a while. So I'm gonna let the music jam here in my basement. It's gonna be real loud. And you guys stay good. Thanks for joining me today. This is cool. And I'll do this all the time if you guys show up. I think we're up to like 16 people at some point today, so that's cool. And I enjoy this. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. Join me again tomorrow. I don't know what time, because lately I've been working late. I went to bed really late last night, almost 3 in the morning. And so when that happens, my morning show goes back a little bit more. I still made it 4 minutes before the afternoon, so the morning show gets delayed if I'm up late. The cool song just came on. And So I'll join you guys tomorrow. I'll see you sometime. Look for me sometime in the morning. Maybe I'll fool you all and stay up all night and do a 6 a.m. stream. No one will be on it. It'll just be me talking. But follow me when you see me. Look for me everywhere. And I'll probably draw tonight. I'll probably color some more pages or draw some more stuff. But oh yeah, there's a notification button. I don't know where it is, but if you guys find the notification button, you could see when I go live. It'll announce to you, famous cartoonist Art Baltazar is now live. So that's cool. And share the videos with your friends. And if you like them, if you don't like them, then just keep it to yourself. And it could just be me and you, intimately me and you bonding over music, over artwork, paintings, and coffee. So be good, be nice to each other. Just get along, get some fresh air, but don't touch anybody. You're not allowed to. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.